So I'm just sitting in my car in Officeworks and thinking about the next time I'll get to do a stand-up comedy gig. I don't know when that'll be yet. I've had a lot of things happening, but I was driving along, and as you drive along and you think about stuff, I was thinking about how just recently I hired, is that what you do? Hired a financial advisor to help me manage my finances as I'm approaching retirement, which is not as far away as I thought it was not so long ago. Anyway, he said to me, what are some of your goals and things that you want to achieve, before and during retirement? And one of them was that I said I wanted to get a new car or an upgraded car, because my car that I currently have, I bought back in 2010, at the beginning of 2010. So it's 15 and a bit years old. It's been a fantastic car. I love it, but it's just getting a little bit worn out. I need something slightly larger so I can manage picking things up, because I have to keep asking other people to help me, which they don't mind helping me, but I also don't like to bother people too. But the air conditioning's busted, and the fan that blows the air conditioning is also busted. And when I went to get a quote some years ago, they said it would cost me nearly $2,000. And I'm like, yeah, my car's probably depreciated to the point that it's not even worth that anymore. But why am I telling you this? Why am I telling myself this? Over the last 5 and a bit years, or 5 years almost to the day, I've lost a lot of people from, direct family members have died. And it's difficult and it's confronting. But you start to reassess life and all the things that you've been doing throughout your life and how you've been traveling and what's been happening. And I thought to myself about my mum. So my mum passed away about a month ago now, and she was 83 years old. So she's 23 years older than me. I'm currently 59, and when I was at a cemetery, just taking out some flowers and going to talk to the monumental mason about building a headstone and repairing the one that was broken, I realized, or remembered, I knew, but I remembered that that's the age that my father passed, 59. And you start to sort of, I don't know, reckon, is that the right word, with your mortality. You start to say, how long will I live? How long do I have? I've heard about being able to go to these astrologer people that can give you a death date, but I've never thought about it like that, really. But yeah, my dad was 59. My mum's father was in his 40s. My mum's mum was, actually don't know exactly how old she was, but she lived till an old age. My mum just passed in her 80s also. So, my dad's parents, I don't know how old they were. I'm going to look that up. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is that, this is my brain overthinking things. No, I don't overthink it. I just think about it. I don't know if it's overthinking, but I thought, I need this new car, or a new car, or some kind of new car. And when I bought this car, I bought it from brand new, because I was like, I've never had a brand new car in my life. I'm going to buy a brand new car because I'm working. I have a regular income. The kids have mostly moved out now. Still got one at home. So yeah, I'm going to get a brand new car, because I also used to have a husband that that was handy with fixing cars too. So if anything broke down, he could always fix it. So therefore we always had, shitbox cars. So yeah, I didn't really have anyone that I could call on if my car broke down either. So I was like, I really need to make sure I'm independent. I have a car that I can manage by myself. So I bought a brand new car, but I didn't want any thing that was huge or flashy or impractical. I wanted a car that was, I could fit all my 4 girls in, because they all had moved away, but sometimes they'd all be in town at the same time, and it was nice to be able to fit them all in. I wanted to have 4 doors so that people can get in and out the car without having to climb over the front seat. And I wanted to be able to fit a baby car seat in, because I knew that I have my grandson and probably will have more grandchildren, and wanted to be able to, you know, have a car seat. You can see the car seat. Whoa, the car seat in there, so I can pick them up and have them over and and everything. And I wanted one that wasn't going to be like heavy on, you know, damaging for the environment. So I bought a Toyota Yaris. It's a manual. Love driving a manual. Yeah, and I felt like it had a small carbon footprint at the time. Electric cars were around then, but not as you know, not as common as they are now. So anyway, I thought I'd like to get a hybrid car, because I don't have electrical charging station in my apartment building. You know, and the hybrid runs off traditional fuel, which when it's running, apparently, from what I understand, or my sister told me, that allows the engine to charge, or the battery, the electric battery, to charge while you're driving with the petrol engine. That's a really good idea, especially when you see things like what happened with the Tesla charging stations in the US. Like, before everything that's been happening now, they had a freeze, like a literal temperature freeze, and all of the Tesla charging stations like wouldn't work because it was too cold. So it's good to know you've got that kind of backup. Anyway, what am I getting at here? Raving on and on. So I thought about how I bought my car 15 years ago, and I was 40 something, 44, 45 when I bought it. And I thought, oh, you know, okay. And then when I came back to live in Canberra in 2006, you know, it still seems like yesterday when I came back to live here with my kids, but it's 2006, and that's almost 20 years ago. And so, I don't know, you kind of start putting your life into these increments of when things happened and how long ago was that. And I realized, okay, so it's, I realized it's 20 years since I came back to live here. My car is 15 years old. My mum was 23 years older than me when she passed away. So, you know, the age of my car, the time I've had this car, there's not much more time than that older than me that my mum passed away. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So we came back here in 2006, so that's almost 20 years ago. It was actually at the end of 2005 that we came back. So 20 years. So that plus 3 more years is the amount of time that my mum lived longer than my age now, and my father actually died at the age I am now. He was a little bit younger because he died in February, and his birthday was in October, I think. So yeah, he was a little bit younger actually than me. So it's just, I don't know, it's just this thing that keeps coming into my mind about, you know, I'm talking about retirement now, and it's not that far away. I'm talking about getting a car, and then I think, well, the car that I have now lasted me for 15 years. So if I bought a car like this now and made it last the same amount of time, it'll last till I'm 75 years old. And if I die at the age my mum died, that leaves me 8 years. Like, I don't know, you just start putting life into increments. I was looking at photos from when we went on a family holiday to the US back in 2003. Yeah, 2003. And looking at the photos of me with all my daughters and my mom and my brother-in-law, my sister and friends from the US, and realizing I was 38 years old then. I had 4 children. I was going through a divorce. Like, it was just, I don't know. Yeah, your mortality just comes to the fore when you think about, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, this has been a long rant, but it's just me thinking about life and dying. Anyway, it's mainly for my benefit, but I want to put it in a public forum, because when I do die, And I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know. I guess I want people to know that I was thinking about it. Anyway, gotta try and live life to the best. Okay,